Потопельщица с той стороны.
At night, a traction substation on the Trans-Siberian Railway in Mariinsk-Kemerovo region was on fire. As a result, the city was left without electricity and water for some time, and the train was stopped. According to the Russians, they seem to have fixed it. Kursk, Day 14. Destruction of the enemy in Kursk. Special operations forces are working. Enemy servicemen are trying to hide in industrial zones, in equipped positions, and in civilian houses. Ambushes, assaults, aiming artillery, and taking prisoners are the daily work of Special Operations Forces operators in enemy territory.
Потопельщица с той стороны.
Военнослужащие РФ, ваше командование вас бросило.
Ребята!
Хорош.
Сопротивление.
Пішли.
Выходите по одному поднятыми руками. Военнослужащие РФ,
На дрон, блядь.
дальнейшее сопротивление бесполезно. Давайте, выходите по одному поднятыми руками. Вы находитесь...
Woo!
Чекай. Давай.
Нахуй! Въёбай ты нахуй! О. На, сука!
Давайте, блин, будете жить.
Good catch! The captured Kadyrovite in the video below is 46-year-old Magomed Zarakhmatov, once the head of the administration of the village of Valargl, Valeric. Ishkarian channels report that he is a personal acquaintance of Kadyrov. Let's see how much he is worth.
Это вы красавчики. Да. Защищайте свою родину.
A Russian soldier on a BTR-82A films as the BTR tries to avoid FPV drones. An electronic warfare system was installed on the armored personnel carrier without any effect. The drones are getting closer. Eventually, 2 kamikaze drones hit it. The author of the video was injured. An American criminal accused of possessing child pornography has fled to Russia and is now serving in the Putin's army. The Russian Defense Ministry has published a video about an American with Russian citizenship nicknamed Boston, who serves in the Center group of troops. Will Puello Mota, a former member of the U.S. Air Force and city councilor, was charged with possession of child pornography and forgery of documents in the United States. Avoiding registration as a sex offender, he fled to Russia, where he now serves as a reconnaissance drone operator. Today, the Russian Defense Ministry released a video of him talking about the conflict in Ukraine. His case has been postponed in the United States, and his daughter and parents remain at home.
Yeah, so I'm Will. I'm from Massachusetts, Boston. It's a city, yeah, the capital of the state, the capital of Massachusetts. That's right, yeah, my call sign, +9, Boston. Yeah, it's where I'm from, so I said, why not? I'll go with it. Yeah, the guys get a laugh out of it. They get a kick out of it, yeah. Well, we were sitting down and trying to figure out what my passive noise should be, and one of them said, oh, you're from Boston, it should be Boston, Boston. I was like, okay, no, I like it. Yeah, so like I said, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I served 10 years in the U.S. Air Force, some years in the Massachusetts Air National Guard, and I did 2 years as a city councilor. And when I got involved in politics, I zoomed out into the international level of politics, and you really kind of stop and pause and think about what's going on here, and you feel like you have to do something about it. So I came in January, I spent some time in Moscow, then I came to Donetsk. I was in contact with some of the folks in Pyatnashka, the International Brigade in Donetsk, and I served there for 3 months. And then after that, I had some friends that went on to serve with the Ministry of Defense, the 137th Brigade, where we're here. And they said, well, come on, it's great. And so I decided to join them, and here we are. You said good skill, I didn't say it. Yeah, no, I had training, I had academic training. I was a E6, it's a tech sergeant. My job was air-based defense. It's military, police, security forces. We deal with things like drones and other things, other problems, internal, external. And yeah, I've definitely been able to apply some of those skills, leadership skills as well here. Yeah, well, I mean, look, I've heard that question come up a lot, and what I say to that is the United States and Russia are not at war. The United States has done things that are very provocative, very bad. It's been involved in other people's politics, other nations' interests, and should not be doing that. I always say, and Sergei Lavrov said this a couple weeks ago, I think that the country is ran by different people than the people that live in the country and feel a different way. I think it's important we've got an election coming up in the United States. I think it's important for people to just do their own research and kind of read about things from independent news outlets and understand what's really going on here. Understand that this started back in 2014 with our politicians coming down here and saying all sorts of different things and making all sorts of different promises. And this doesn't represent the true interests of the American people. It's not, what benefit is it for the United States to have multi-million-dollar tanks rolling down here trying to kill people, missiles firing at a beach of innocent people. What interest is that? F-16s, there's no interest to that. Our country's trillions of dollars in debt, our country's collapsing, it's falling apart.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.